How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I want to talk to you about how to get a job in crypto. Now, I realize that I'm very lucky to be able to do what I do. I can pretty much pick when I want to work, I can pick how I want to work, and recently I've really dove into cryptocurrencies, as you can tell by watching my channel. And I realize some other people just are so interested in crypto but don't really see how they can take part in it more than just investing in cryptocurrencies. So today I want to talk to you about how you can actually get a job in crypto, what these companies are looking for, my thoughts and opinions after talking with seven different industry leaders that are running companies, and they're hiring. They're trying to find people to work for them. And I've got some tips and tricks and some actionable advice to help you get a job in crypto. Now, I actually did a live stream talking about this just a few days ago. I'll link that on the end screen. It's a little bit longer, but you can see me talking with some of the industry leaders, what they do as a company, what they're looking for in their employees, where they think crypto is going, and how they contribute to that future of crypto. So I think it's a great thing to watch, but this is kind of like a wrap up of that and an explanation for what they're really looking for. So if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, I really appreciate that. It does push this out to more people. So hopefully more people can take part in this and actually have the job that they want and actually get paid really well. There are links underneath the video too to Hirect. So Hirect was the company that put this on, that reached out to me and then reached out to all these different companies. And you can see that there is a little scanning code right on the screen here. And there are links underneath the video that actually give you a list of the open job opportunities that they offer, and they give projected salary ranges too. So from anything like 20,000 up to a couple 100,000, depending on what you're looking for and what you can bring to the table. So first of all, let's take a look at the first thing that I learned. They are looking for engineers. That is something that is very obvious. There are a lot of companies that want computer engineers because they are trying to grow, and a lot of that is technical. But that doesn't mean that companies are only looking for that. So that is something that almost every company wants, but there are still other job positions open. I actually was really interested in putting this on because I helped a friend recently that was not a coder by any means. I got him a job interview at a company that I work with, and it's for someone to talk with influencers. So think about that. Like, you could be interacting with the people that you watch on YouTube to help create deals that are beneficial for both parties. But you also have to remember too, these are still companies. So they still need a lot of the things that you don't even think about, like HR. Like, I talked to two heads of people, like HR essentially, at these companies. They still have positions like that available. They have salesmen. They have a lot of job positions that aren't necessarily coders. If you have coding experience, that's fantastic, but that's not necessarily the only thing that can get you a job in this industry, especially if you have some other kind of degree that's very useful. Like someone was asking, they're a lawyer. Is there any way that they can get into crypto being a lawyer? I think that that's actually a great background to have, because there's going to be a lot of change in laws, and there are going to have to be people that are at the forefront of that. So I think that there is a huge opportunity in that way. Also, there's way more opportunity than you think. So I say, and they need help. So these companies that I talk to, yes, it might seem like it's a huge step for you at first. Like, it might seem intimidating because these are companies that are doing some things that you maybe have never heard of, and maybe you're not as technically savvy as they are, but they need help. Like, if you are watching this video and you actually have some kind of working knowledge of crypto and you're interested in crypto, several of these companies said that they would find a place for you. So you have to realize that they need people just like all these other companies that you're hearing about that can't hire people. Imagine they have those same constraints, but also they need people that have an idea for what the hell crypto is, right? I mean, if you walk down the street and you ask 100 people, maybe 2 or 3 people know and can explain what Ethereum is or Bitcoin is and actually sound like they know what they're talking about. So you have to have some kind of knowledge of crypto to be able to work in crypto, but that can also be learned a little bit. Some of these people didn't really know much about crypto beforehand, but they got a working knowledge. So if you are watching this, like I said, you're ahead of most people in the world in your knowledge of crypto, and they want you to work with them. Now, there are all different levels to this, of course, but again, if you are just interested in it, you can probably find a job. Also, there are a ton of companies that you don't even think about. Like, these are the 6 different companies I talked to. I talked to Structure, Utopia, Horizon Labs, Kelp, Rarible, Conductive Research, and they do all kinds of things. So they do things that I've never dove into, some of them, from NFTs to DAO solutions to DeFi and research and back-end stuff that I never even look at, helping companies invest their treasury in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. It's crazy, all the opportunities. And I swear, you don't know all the companies that are out there. Like, a handful of these companies I never heard of before I started getting ready for this presentation. So you have to realize that there are a crap ton of different communities and different companies that are growing very quickly, because you have to remember, like, crypto itself is growing so quickly, and they need people to be able to help them. So, actionable tips. We talked about who they want, and then how much opportunity there is. What can you actually do to set yourself up? Well, I put this down there. So this picture right here is actually to that spreadsheet that I gave underneath the video. There are 100 different jobs, so you can start looking through that. If any of those sound interesting, that's fantastic. Also, after talking with a handful of people on that call, just getting into Discord and Twitter and talking with the community, being a little bit more vocal. If you're someone that just goes on Twitter and you follow people, but you never talk to anyone, you never provide value or try to reach out to people, I would suggest trying to do that, because you can create great friendships and open doors for yourself just by being a little bit more outgoing. One of the companies that I talked to of this group, the 4 founders actually met each other on Discord. So they just started chatting, and then one thing led to another, and they created this company, and they're hiring like crazy. So you have to realize that reaching out to people does do a lot for you. And then also just learn as much as you can. As you learn more and more, you realize how much opportunity is out there. You realize that there are companies that you've never even thought about that are making hundreds of millions of dollars a year, or tens of millions of dollars a year. And there's so much opportunity, and it doesn't have to all be technical. There are salesmen, there are HR reps, there are people that do all types of things. Like, there are people that make millions of dollars just from connecting different people together. So you have to realize that there are so many opportunities out there. You just have to dig a little bit deeper a lot of the time. Of course, if you guys like this kind of thing, again, please hit the like button for me. It helps out the channel. It pushes us out to more people. So hopefully more people get access, because honestly, I was so excited to work with this company on this, because I think it will change a lot of people's lives, because they can actually do something that they want to do. There's so much opportunity in cryptocurrency, and it's growing so quickly, and there's just not enough people that know about it, that it creates this awesome opportunity for a lot of people that normally wouldn't be able to get jobs like this. I mean, think about the stock market, right? If you want to invest all your time in the stock market and make money from it, you either have to become a trader, like a day trader, and that's very difficult. Very few people can actually make that work, and it's highly technical. You have to become a YouTuber like me, or some other variation of those things. Like, you can't just go work for a stock company. You're not going to work for the NASDAQ. Maybe you work for like Robinhood or something somehow, but it's very difficult to find these jobs as opposed to these cryptocurrency jobs, in my opinion. It's much more difficult to get yourself in the door. And it's not like you're going down to Wall Street either and saying, hey, I like stocks, I would like to be part of your company. That's just not possible. If you get to know the right people in crypto and you can show them that you actually know what you're talking about and that you can provide them value, they might actually hire you, unlike other financial institutions. Again, check out the links underneath the video to Hirect for their app, so that way you can check out all the jobs and to this list of jobs that they've given. Also, I did post the names of the different companies underneath the video, so you can check those out too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.